Alright guys, welcome back to another raid video today. In this video, I want to talk about gear ascension again, alright? But this is not going to be me raging at Plarium or renting, something like that. It's been roughly about 1 month after Sand Devil's Necropolis was introduced to the game. And up until today, I will say this, I'm pretty much done. Alright, I'm not going to farm this dungeon a lot because I pretty much just ascended all the gears I want to ascend, so I'm pretty much done. That's exactly what's going to happen to this dungeon if Plarium don't introduce reroll feature, right? People are just gonna be done. There are no gear to ascend. So in this video, I'm just gonna show you guys what my gear on my champions become, what the stats look like for someone that is competing in top lane arena. Honestly, I haven't been spending a lot of money for the past at least 3 months now. My monthly spending is below 200 bucks. And because I have a strong roster, I used to be a top whale, so I still have a strong roster to support my platinum push. And yeah, in this video, I'm just gonna show you guys 1 month of farming Sand Devil's Necropolis, what my gear looks like on the champions I use for top arena push. Alright. Honestly, for gear ascension, it's not really limited to PvP champion. I also ascended some gear on my PvE champions also. Alright, so Lyra's the Proud. If you guys been watching my channel, you guys know this is my favorite champion in the entire game. Alright, and this is a nuker I use the most, and I used him in both offense and defense. He is just very, very good. Okay, so attack percentage here, attack percentage here, attack percentage here. So the bottom 3 pieces gave me 60% increased attack, which is a lot, right? But honestly, these pieces are not my best pieces before Ascension. Before Ascension, I have stronger pieces than this, but all these god tier pieces rolled like flat attack or flat defense, something like that. And so this used to be my probably second, third best attack pieces, but now since it rolls the right stats, it rolls the stats I need, so I have to use these ones, and it just gave me a lot of stats boost. I'm at 8600 attack with 377% crit damage. I could push this to actually higher. I'm able to push his crit damage to 400%. Alright, but I have to reduce some attack. But in this game, there is actually diminishing return for crit damage. So it might not be a very, very good idea if you just push for crazy crit damage. At least that's what my clan is saying. Ideally, if you're building a nuker, you probably should stop at let's say 350% crit damage, and then you're just gonna focus on attack. So yeah, you should focus on attack, and this is one I use the most for arena. No ascension on Crypt King, and for Necrit, this is my Necrit build. I actually showed it many times before. A clanmate recommended me to build this build Necrit like this. Basically a bolster set and defiance set. It's a 30% HP shield that cannot be removed, and it's 15% decreased damage taken from AoE attack. Very, very solid. This is a +4 Necrit, right? Obviously, it's a very strong Necrit. Look at these stats. 127,000 HP, 5,600 defense. Necrit doesn't have to be so fast, and he's gonna protect my team. A very big shield. And for the bottom 3 pieces, there's really not really worth the resources in my opinion, right? Because currently I don't farm gear dungeons anyways. I'm done farming these, so I just dump the oil into these. But if you're not super end game, try not to bother the top 3 pieces for now. Alright, it only gives you a little bit stuff, right? 1,200 HP. It's really a very minor upgrade. Look at this. This is HP percentage, what I need. That's good. Attack, flat attack, garbage. Flat HP. I know it's flat HP, but this piece is actually really good. It gave me 25% defense on the substats. So I still decide to take this to 6-star Ascension, right? Even though this is garbage Ascension stats. Alright, then we have Rodos. This is a champion I use every time for arena defense. Rodos is still on the very top. And the best thing about Rodos is if you want to use Rodos on your arena defense, attack is actually not the only thing you're gonna focus, right? Because like you can just stack some defense on Rodos. It's perfectly fine. Rodos has very good base defense. If you're using Rodos on defense, give him some defensive stats. He's gonna be really hard to kill, right? So if you take a look at top 3 pieces, attack, HP, that's pretty much perfect. And then we have attack here, HP percentage here on chest plate. That's fine because Rodos also needs HP. Alright, then we have defense. Defense Ascension stats on Rodos. Like I said, I use this build primarily for arena defense. And getting these defensive percentage based stats is perfectly fine. Don't feel bad about it. Right? If you have this type of boots with defense or HP percentage Ascension stats, you should take them to max. You should not regret it because Rodos is still the best arena defense champion in the entire game. Probably right beside Duchess. Then for the Folia Yannicka, I don't use them at all. Coronar, I don't use them. Cernic, I don't use them. For Arbiter, there's really nothing to ascend except the boots. And for the speed boost, it's actually quite easy. If you run out of 6-star speed boost to ascend, just go farm campaign. There is a campaign stage where you can farm white boots that has no substats. But honestly, on a speed champion like this, you don't really need substats. You just need a speed boost that gives you speed ascension stats. So speed boost is quite easy. And honestly, in the current meta, there's no reason to be super fast. So I didn't really give my fastest gear to Arbiter, so I didn't really bother. There are many different ways to deal with speed team. And then these champions, I don't use them at all, so I didn't even bother to ascend their gear. And then we have Kendrafang. Honestly, again, I don't really use Kendrafang, so the stats here might look a little bit off. And for the gauntlets, it only gives you 10% crit rate ascension stats. I think this is not tuned correctly, just in my opinion. Alright, you can get 20% crit damage, 20% attack, but 10% crit rate. In my opinion, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, this should be at least 15. So, yeah, I don't think crit rate on the gauntlets is not as good. Right? And then we have speed on the attack boost. This is really solid boots. But honestly, again, speed is not what I'm looking for on the attack boots, especially on a champion like Kendrafang, who doesn't need to be too fast. And then we have Mithrala. Mithrala is not really my focus right now, so I didn't even bother. And then we have Warlord. The only thing I rolled is the chestplate, accuracy chestplate, and the speed boots. Sorry, yeah, speed boots from Perception set. So I'm lucky here and get some extra accuracy here. So my Warlord has very high accuracy. And anyone else? And then we have Basilis Roanas. I know a lot of people use Ronda. This is just a Rolos counter champion, if you guys know, right? The reason I'm using her instead of Ronda is my Basilis is +3 and my Ronda is +0. Right? If you want to have a Rolos counter champion, Ronda works the same, but I have a +3 version. So and I only have a chest plate that is ascended. Then we have Yumiko. I don't use Yumiko as much, honestly. So I didn't really bother to ascend the chest. Well, she has to use the chest because she needs speed. So I'm unlucky here. Got flat HP, that's fine. And then I got speed boots. Again, speed boots is the easiest part. It's really the easiest part. And then is there any other champion I have ascended gear on? Let me take a look. I think on Baron I have one. Okay, Baron, another champion I don't really use because currently there are too many good nukers. And for all the good nukers in the game, I think what you need to do is just pick 2 to 3 your favorite nuker. It doesn't have to be the strongest one. Just pick, let's say, 2 to 3 nukers that are your favorite and invest in them. Unfortunately, on my account, Baron is not one of my favorites because he is just not he's not strong enough on my account. Basically, I just have much stronger one, and I have Ascended chest plate on Baron, and the stats is it's really rubbish compared to other Barons on my clan. Like some people in my clan have like 9.5 thousand attack Baron with 350% crit damage, which is insane. One-shotting anyone. Right, Cubitus not in the meta right now, so didn't even bother. Torment is fine. I don't use Torment a lot, but I do have a lot of Stone Skin gear. Just giving Torment some accuracy or HP. Like, don't really see Torment as a defense-based champion, because if you don't build him in damage, there's no reason to stack defense. Just stack HP, right? And then who we have? I didn't even bother Hejima, Ultimate Death Knight, Hevrak. Again, it's a little bit unfortunate. The time I got this 6-star Hevrak, 6-star Awakened Hevrak was a little bit out of meta, right? Hevrak used to be super hard to deal with, but right now, just less and less people are using Hevrak. And I do have some strong Swift Parry set on my Hevrak. This crit rate, again, I think crit rate is not ideal, but it's definitely better than the flat stats. 100% better than flat stats. And yeah, that's basically it. Should I roll this? I forgot to roll this. I don't have any oil left. So anyways, like I don't use Hevrak that much right now. Alright, now let me show you guys my Morma cap. I think I showed it before. I just have crazy luck with Morma cap's gear. So like this is crit damage on top of crit damage, HP percentage on top of HP percentage, speed on top of HP percentage. Like I wish this is HP percentage, and then we have HP, flat HP. Look at this substats, literally made for Morma cap. Alright, this one is not as ideal. This one literally made for Morma cap. It has defense, which is actually fine. Alright, you guys notice this is 99% crit rate. I wonder if I can get this Morma cap to like 100 attack. Let's see. Alright, let me take a look at my Stone Skin gear. Well, look at this piece. Wow, it gives me 40% combined crit damage and crit rate. But if I put this on, I'm going to have 96% crit rate. But wow, this stats looks insane if I can get 100% crit rate with this piece of gear. Honestly, but still, 99% is the lowest I can go with. Alright, let's see if there's anything else I can mention. Okay, Prince Kaimer. This is another champion I have to use dealing with those champions that can put my skill to cooldown, like Yumiko, like a Warlord. Currently, Kaimer has very high resistance, 850. And if I use a resistance aura, like a CV or Necrit, I think I should be able to resist 99.9% of the Warlord or Yumiko out there. Unless it's a 3% chance, right? I should be able to resist all of them. Then we have Duchess. This is just a Sand Devil's Necropolis build, because currently I farm stage 25 with a team that I have showcased in my video, in one of my Sand Devil's Necropolis video. This is my Duchess build at 167 speed. And honestly, this build also works in Arena. Maybe I can showcase this in Arena. So HP percentage on top of HP percentage, like defense percentage here, unlucky on the boots, a little bit more HP. And for the mastery, I just changed the mastery to like giving me a little bit more max HP, right? Because I really don't need any other things. And this build works just fine in Arena because I'm using Polymorph. If they put debuff on me, they have a chance to be sleeped. Alright, is there anyone else? Let me see. Probably not. Sifi is baseline. I didn't even bother touching Sifi, honestly. And yeah, I would say that's about it for all the gears I ascended. For the PvE champions, most of them, like I didn't really bother. Look at this Rat King here. I didn't even bother building him because I just don't need him, right? And for all the PvE champions, like I can beat every PvE content in this game without gear ascension. So why would I even bother to ascend their gear, right? I don't even bother to ascend their gear because I can beat all the contents. So that's basically it. For my core roster for Arena, I think there is a big stats boost, 100%, right? Especially when it comes to, let's say, my nuker, it just really has a huge stats boost. And yeah, that's basically it for this video. Just a quick video showing you guys the gear on my core roster. And it seems like when I'm looking at my gear, maybe I can find a little bit more Sand Devil's Necropolis. There are a little bit of optimization I can make, but that's pretty much 90% of my gear ascension is already done. So I think it is time for Playroom to make a reroll feature. Alright, Playroom. And I think also one more thing I want to mention before ending this video is since we already have gear ascension, there's just no reason for Playroom not to add accessory ascension. They will add that 100%. It really depends on when they're gonna add that. So what I recommend you guys to do is for ring, it doesn't really matter, but for amulet, I suggest you guys to pile up the crit damage one, because this is the one you're gonna be looking for. All right, if they add accessory ascension, all right, you should be able to ascend. You should be able to roll crit damage on top of crit damage, which is this type of amulet here, and you're gonna pile up a lot. Let's say every faction, I would say you're gonna keep at least 20, right? At least 20, maybe 30. And for the, like, if it's flat defense, flat HP, honestly, it doesn't matter. Honestly, it doesn't matter. All right. And then for the banner, you're gonna try to keep some resistance and accuracy one. That's what I would recommend you guys to do, because also for the flat stats, maybe attack, it kind of matters because it's for nuker. But for HP and defense, like, honestly, it doesn't matter too much for flat HP or flat defense. And for resistance and accuracy, I think it really matters. You should keep at least, let's say, 15 for each resistance and accuracy banner for each faction. That's what I would recommend you guys to do. So if it's like, just don't sell some resistance accuracy gear you think is garbage. Try to keep some in case you need it one day. All right, so yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you guys find it interesting, and I will see you guys in a video soon.